Today I am going to explain about the types of overcurrent relays. Okay, in the previous class I am already explained about the electromagnetic protective relays. What is meant by the relay? How it will give the protection for the transmission line and how it will give the indication for the circuit breaker, and what are the classifications of that electromagnetic relays are explained in the previous class. Okay, now in the present class I am discussing about the types of overcurrent relays. First of all, what is meant by the overcurrent relay and what are the types are there in the case of a overcurrent relays, that all will be explained in this present class. Okay, first, what is the definition for that overcurrent relay? What is meant by the overcurrent relay? Okay, the overcurrent relay operates only when the value of the current is greater than the relay setting value. The value of the current is greater than the relay setting value, then the relay will be operated. Okay, it is called as the overcurrent relay. In that name also overcurrent. If any overcurrents are obtained, then automatically the relay will be operated. Okay, overcurrent means the current is greater than the relay setting value. We already said the we already said the value. If the overcurrent, the currents are greater than that pickup value, then automatically that relay will be operated. Okay, the overcurrent relay is defined as the relay which operates when the value of the current is greater than the relay setting time. If the current value is greater than the relay setting time, then automatically the overcurrent relay is operated. Okay, it protects the equipment of power system from the fault currents. Okay, by using this overcurrent relay, we protect the power systems from the short circuit currents or the overcurrents. Okay, that is the definition for the overcurrent relays. Okay, next, what are the classifications are there in the case of a overcurrent relays? Okay, depending upon the time of the operation, the overcurrent relays is categorized into 6 types. Okay, the 7 types into 7 types depending on the time of the operation. Depending on the time of the operation, the overcurrent relays are divided into 7 types. Okay, that is, first one is the instantaneous overcurrent relay. Okay, first one is the instantaneous overcurrent relay. Next, second one is the inverse time overcurrent relay. Okay, next, third one is the definite time overcurrent relay. Next, fourth one is the inverse definite time overcurrent relay. Okay, fifth one is the very inverse definite overcurrent relays. Next, sixth one is the extremely inverse definite time overcurrent relays. Seventh one is instantaneous overcurrent relays. Okay, depending upon the time of the operation, the overcurrent relays are classified into 7 types. Okay, depending upon the time of the operation, the overcurrent relays are classified into 7 types. That is, first one is the instantaneous overcurrent relays. That relays will be operated within a very short time or instantaneously. Okay, next one is the inverse time overcurrent relays. The current is inversely proportional to the time time, then the inverse time over current relays will be operated. Next one is the definite time over current relays. In this type of relays, we set some definite value, then the relay will be operated automatically. Next one is the inverse definite time over current relays. Okay, that the time of the over current is inversely proportional. If the currents will be increased, then automatically without affecting the time, the relay will be operated. Next, very definitely a time over current relays, in that we set the definite values. Next, extremely inverse definite over current relays, within a very short time this type of relays are operated. Next, last one is the instantaneous over current relays. If over currents are uptime within a short period or instantly, then the relay will be operated. Okay, then the relay will be operated. This is the different classifications of the over current relays. These classifications are on the basis of a time of operation. Okay, first, what is meant by overcurrent relay? Overcurrent relay means it will be operated, the current is greater than the relay setting value. Okay, if the current is greater than the relay setting value, then the relay will be operated. In all the types of overcurrent relays also, the current is greater than the relay setting value, then automatically the relay will be operated. Okay, by using these overcurrent relays, the power system or power transmission system or distribution system is protected from the fault currents or a short circuit currents within a short period. Okay, from the fault currents or the short circuit currents, the power transmission system and also distribution system and generating systems are protected within a very short time. Okay, depending upon the time of the operation, the overcurrent relays are classified into 7 types. Okay, in that first one is the instantaneous overcurrent relay. Okay, this is the first one of a overcurrent relay, that is the instantaneous overcurrent relay. Okay, the relay has no internal time delay for operation. Within a very short duration, this type of relay will be operated. Okay, within a very short time, the relay will be operated. Next one is that the contacts of the relay are closely instantly when the current inside the relay rises beyond the operating value. Okay, if the contacts of the relay is closed, then the tripping circuit will be closed, then automatically the tripping coil is energized, then automatically it gives the alarm signal to the circuit breaker. Okay, if the contacts of the relay are closed instantly, contacts of the relay are closed instantly when the current inside the relay rises. If the current inside the relay rises, automatically the contacts of the relay are closed instantly. Okay, when the current inside the relay rises beyond the operational values within a very short duration of the time, these instantaneous overcurrent relays are operated. If any overcurrents are obtained near the relay coil, then automatically the relay coil closes the tripping circuit, then it gives the indication to the circuit breaker, then the circuit breaker break the faulted circuit within a very short time. Okay, this is the instantaneous overcurrent relay. Okay, what are the advantages are there by using these instantaneous overcurrent relays? Okay, in that first one is the it has low operating time. Okay, the operation of this relay is very less. It has the low operating time. The operating time of this relay is very less. Within a very short duration, this relay will be operated. Okay, if it protects the system from the earth falls. It protects the system from the earth falls. If any earth falls are obtained by using this overcurrent relay, we give the protection. That relay gives the protection from the earth falls also. Next one is protecting the system from circulating currents. If any circulating currents are flowing near the relay coil, then automatically it gives the indication to the circuit breaker. Okay, these are the main advantages in the case of a overcurrent relay. Okay, this overcurrent relay is operated within a very short time or within a very short duration. Okay, this type of relays is called as the instantaneous overcurrent relays. Within a very short duration, these relays are operated. Next one is the inverse time overcurrent relay. Okay, next one is the inverse time overcurrent relay. Okay, the relay operates only when the magnitudes of their operating current. Okay, the relay operates only when the magnitudes of their operating current. If the magnitudes of the operating current is inversely proportional to the magnitude of energy quantities. Okay, that their operating current is inversely proportional to the magnitude of the energy quantities. Okay, this relay operates only when the magnitude of their operating currents, is inversely proportional to the magnitude of energy quantities. Okay, the operating time of the relay decreases with increases in the current. Okay, if the operating time of the relay is decreased, then with increases in the current. Okay, the operating time of the relay is decreased with increases in the current. If suppose the current will be increased, automatically the operating time is decreased. Okay, the operation of the relay depends on the magnitude of the current. Okay, this operation of the relay depends on the operation of this relay depends on the magnitude of the currents. Okay, next one is the inverse time relay is of three types. Again, the inverse timed relays is divided into three types. Okay, in that is divided again in three types. In that, first one is the inverse definite time overcurrent relay. Okay, first one is the inverse definite time overcurrent relay. Next, in that second one is the very inverse definite time overcurrent relay. Okay, next third one is the extremely inverse definite time overcurrent relays. Okay, these are the classifications are there in the case of a inverse time relays. Okay, the operation of this relay is depending upon the magnitudes of the current. If the magnitudes of the current increases, then automatically the relay will be operated. Okay, the magnitudes of these currents are increases, then automatically the relay will be operated. Okay, these are the various types related to the inverse time relays. Okay, these are the three types of inverse time relays, that is the inverse definite time overcurrent relay. Next one is very inverse definite time overcurrent relay. Next one is the extremely inverse definite time overcurrent relays. Okay, these relays are used for protection of distribution lines. Okay, these types of relays are used for the protection of distribution lines. Okay, in the case of a distribution lines, we are using this type of relays. Okay, the characteristics curves for this are shown in figure below. These are the various characteristics for overcurrent relays. Okay, these are the various characteristics for overcurrent relay. In that, the graph will be shown between the multiplications of plug setting multiplier and operating time Okay, by observing this graph, this is the definite time over current relay, and this is the inverse definite over current relay, and this is the very inverse definite over current relay, and these are the extremely inverse definite relays, extremely inverse definite operating time. Okay, these are the inversely proportional. When the operating time is decreased, automatically the plug setting multiplications of the current will be increased. Okay, by observing the definite time characteristics, by observing this definite time characteristics, if the time in seconds are almost constant, first in the case of definite time relays, if the plug setting multiplier means the current, that current will be increases, then automatically at some point it will be reduced, the time will be reduced. After that, both are the constants. While increasing the plug setting multiplier, the time will be constant in the case of a definite time. Okay, next in the case of a inverse definite minimum time, it is also same as that of the definite time characteristics, but there is some difference between the operation time. Inverse definite minimum time means that it takes the minimum time for the rectifying or identifying the fault. Next, very inverse definite minimum time, it gives the less time for the identification of this fault current, and extremely inverse definite minimum time. These are the various characteristics are to be observed in the case of a overcurrent relays. Okay, these are the various characteristics that will be observed in the case of a overcurrent relays. Okay, in that third one is the definite minimum time overcurrent relay. Third one is the definite minimum time overcurrent relays. Okay, in this type of relays, there is a definite time between the instant of pickup and closing of the relay contact. Okay, there is a some time gap between the pickup and the closing of the relay contacts, pickup and the closing of the relay contacts. Okay, this operates after a specified time. This operates after a some specified time irrespective of the fault currents. It operates with a after a specified time irrespective of the fault currents. Okay, these are used in the loop circuits or a group protection. Okay, this type of definite time overcurrent relays are used in the case of a loop circuits and also in the group protection. Loop circuits and also in the group protection. Okay, next fourth type is the inverse definite minimum time overcurrent relay. Okay, fourth one is the inverse definite minimum time overcurrent relay. Okay, this relay operating time is approximately proportional to the fault current. Okay, in this type of relay, that is inverse definite minimum time overcurrent relay, operating time is approximately proportional to the fault current. Okay, it is proportional to the fault current. Okay, that the operating time of the relay is maintained by adjusting the time delay setting. Okay, the operating time of this relay is maintained by adjusting the time delay settings. Okay, that IDMT means the inverse definite minimum time relay. Okay, this inverse definite minimum time relay uses the electromagnetic core and it is used for the protection of the distribution lines, and it is used for protection of this distribution lines. Okay, the inverse definite minimum time relay uses the electromagnetic core and it is used for the protection of the distribution lines. Okay, in the case of a distribution lines, if any fault currents or short circuit currents are obtained, in that we are using the inverse definite minimum time over current relays. Okay, by using this inverse definite minimum time over current relays, the operating time is proportional to the fault current. If the fault current increases, then the operating time will be reduced. If the fault, suppose the fault current is less, then the operating time is more. Okay, then the operating time is more. Okay, that means the time t is inversely proportional to the fault current. Okay, the time t is inversely proportional to the fault current or a short circuit current or ISC, fault current or a short circuit current. If the short circuit currents are increased, then the time is approximately proportional, not inversely. It is proportional to the short circuit currents. If the short circuit currents are increased, the operating time will be increased, approximately proportional to the time. Okay, current. Okay, wait. Then the operating time of the relay is maintained by adjusting the time delay settings. Okay, the operating time of this relay is maintained by adjusting the time delay settings. Okay, this is the multiply plug setting multipliers are used for setting this time. Then in the case of IDMT relays, uses the electromagnetic core and is used for the protection of distribution lines. Okay, by using the protection of the distribution lines, in that case IDMT relays are having the electromagnetic cores. That's why it gives the quick protection for in the case of a distribution systems. In the case of a distribution systems, it gives the quick protection. Next one, fifth one is the very inverse definite time over current relays. Okay, very inverse definite time over current relays. Okay, the operating time reduces and actuating quantity increases in magnitude. It is inversely proportional. If the operating time is reduces and it increases the magnitude, inversely proportional. Therefore, the operating time is inversely proportional to the fault current near the pickup value. Okay, therefore the operating time is inversely proportional to the fault current near the pickup value. Okay, the relay is used in the place where the magnitude of the short circuit currents falls rapidly. Okay, the relay is used in the place where the short circuit currents falls rapidly because of large distance from the source. Okay, if the short circuit currents are falls rapidly a large distance from the source. Okay, this relay is used in the place where the magnitudes of the short circuit current falls rapidly. If the short circuit currents are rapidly changes, in that case we are using this type of relay. So if the short circuit currents or the fault currents are rapidly reduces, in that case we are using the inverse, very inverse definite time over current relays. Okay, next one is that it is used for sensing the fault current. Okay, the very inverse definite time over currents are used for sensing the fault currents. Okay, these types of relays are used for sensing the fault currents which is free from the fault location, Okay, this is the very inverse definite time over current relays. Okay, next one is the extremely inverse definite over current relays. Okay, next one is the extremely inverse definite over current relays. Okay, the characteristics time of this relay is extremely large. Okay, the performance of these types of relays is very large, time is very large as compared to the inverse definite minimum time and very inversely relay. Okay, the characteristics time of relay is extremely large as compared to the inverse definite minimum time and very inversely relay. Okay, this relay is used for the protection of the cables and also in the case of a transformers. Okay, this type of relays is very useful in the case of a transformers and also it will be used in the case of the cable. Also. Okay, this relay can be operated instantaneously when the pickup value of the current is more than the relay setting. Okay, if the pickup value of that current is more than the relay settings, then automatically this type of relay will be operated. If the pickup value of the current is more than the relay settings, then automatically these types of relays is operated. Okay, this is the extremely inverse definite time of relays. Okay, that relay provides the faster operation even under the fault currents. If any short circuit currents or fault currents are obtained, in that case it gives very faster response. It is the various characteristics that will be observed in the graph. Okay, in that it is the definite time over current relay. Definite time means we fix the pickup current and also the time taken for that short circuit or fault currents are increase the pickup value, then automatically this type of relay will be operated. Why you are setting the pickup current or set value? That means the faults, different types of faults are there in the case of a power system, that is the symmetrical faults and also the asymmetrical faults. If some faults are cleared automatically, in that case there is no use of any circuit breakers or the relay coils. In that case also the circuit breakers and relay coils are operated, we are having the some disturbances and we reduce the efficiency of the transmission or a distribution systems. Okay, that's why we check the some short duration time, that is the pickup current or pickup time. Then automatically by observing that pickup time or the pickup current, then the relay will be operated and it gives the quick response and better response in the case of a transmission or in the case of a distribution systems. Okay, that's why we are using the pickup current or the pickup time in the case of a pickup current or the pickup time in the case of any relays, in the case of any relays. Okay, basically on the basis of the time, the overcurrent relays are classified into 7 types. Okay, in that last type is the instantaneous overcurrent, extremely inverse definite time overcurrent relays. Okay, the extremely inverse definite time overcurrent relays means that it is approximately equal to the extremely inverse overcurrent relays. Okay, the green color waveform represents the extremely inverse overcurrent relays. Okay, these are the various classifications. That will be there in the case of the overcurrent relays. Okay, basically what is meant by overcurrent relay? Overcurrent relay means the current is greater than the relay setting time. If the current is greater than that relay setting time, then in that case only that relay will be operated. Okay, it is called as the overcurrent relay. Okay, in that name we are having the overcurrent. If any overcurrents are obtained in the case of power system, then automatically it check the some pickup current or the reset time. By checking that reset time, if the pickup current is greater than that setting value, then automatically the overcurrent relay will be operated. Okay, on the basis of the time, these overcurrent relays are classified into like this, that is instantaneous overcurrent relay, inverse time overcurrent relay, definite time overcurrent relay, inverse definite time overcurrent relay, very inverse definite time overcurrent relay, and extremely inverse definite overcurrent relays. Okay, these are the various classifications that will be there in the case of a overcurrent relays on the basis of the time. First, what is the main purpose for any relay? It is the relay means that it gives the alarm signal to the circuit breaker. If it gives the alarm signal to the circuit breaker, then the circuit breaker breaks the abnormal portions. In this case, overcurrent relays, if overcurrents are obtained in the case of a power system, in that case only the relay will be gives the indication to the circuit breaker. How we will check that overcurrents? We set the some pickup value, we set the some pickup current. By checking that pickup value, we resetting setting value, the pickup value will be greater than the setting value, then automatically that overcurrent relays are operated. Okay, basis these overcurrent relays are operated. Okay, this is the characteristics of that various overcurrent relays, that is the definite time overcurrent relay. Definite time overcurrent relay means in that relay we set the some time. In that time only that relay check the pickup value, then only this relay will be operated. Okay, next one is the inverse definite minimum time. If the fault current will be reduced, automatically the time for the operation of that relay will be increased. If the fault current is more, then automatically the relay will be operated within a very short time, because if the fault current will be increased, then due to that fault currents, some losses are obtained in the case of a transmission systems or in the case of a distribution systems. Due to that short circuit currents, some losses or some disadvantages are obtained. By using that short circuit current, some equipments also damaged. Okay, that's why we reduce the fault current within a very short time. Okay, that's why inverse definite minimum time relay checks the what is the overcurrent or short circuit currents, what is that range. If the short circuit currents are increased, then within a very short time that relay will be operated. If the short circuit currents are less, the time delay for that relay will be increased. Okay, then we give the safe protection for the circuit breaker. Then we'll give the safe protection for the circuit breaker. Okay, next one is the very inverse. Very inverse. Okay, very inverse means the we take the some long time. That means if the delay time of that relay will be increased when the fault currents are increased. If the fault currents are increased, then automatically the delay time of that relay will be reduced. Okay, that is the very inverse definite time. Next one is the extremely inverse definite time. In the case of extremely inverse definite time is the extremely large as compared to the inverse definite minimum time of relay. Okay, extremely large as compared to the inverse definite minimum time of relay. Okay, this relay is used for the protection of the cables and also the transformers. Okay, this type of relay is used near the transformers for the protection of that transformers and also for the protection of that cables. Okay, this relay can be operated instantaneously when the pickup value of the current is more than the relay setting time. Okay, the pickup value of that relay is more than the relay setting time. The relay provides the faster operation under the faulted conditions. If any short circuits are obtained or any fault currents are obtained, that currents will be increased within a very short time duration. That relay will be operated. Okay, that is the extremely inverse definite time over current relay. If the short circuit currents are very less, in that case some time delay will be obtained for checking of it is a symmetrical fault or it is a unsymmetrical fault. While checking the symmetrical or unsymmetrical faults, then the lifetime of that circuit breakers, relays and also transformers is increased. If the faults are symmetrical faults, then the relay does not operated. Okay, this is the various classifications are there depending upon the time. Okay, depending upon the time of the operation of that relay, these are the various types of classifications. Various types of classifications are there, and it is the characteristics related to that classifications. That in that first one is the definite time, and the next one is the inverse definite time. Next one is very inverse definite time. Next another one is the extremely inverse definite time. Okay, these are the various characteristics regarding to the overcurrent relays, and also these are the various classifications for that overcurrent relays. Okay. overcurrent relays. Okay, next in the next class I am discussing about the types of overcurrent relays and how the overcurrent relays are operated, what are the equipments are there in the case of that overcurrent relays, that all will be discussed in the next class. Okay. Thank you.